The Conjuring, a scary movie of 2013. When I walked into this movie, I didn't think I'd really enjoy it because I don't normally like horror films. I like The Exorcist, I like The Shinings, I like some horror movies, but not every horror movie is my kind of film. But when I left the theater, I was thinking, man, I'm scared. You see, The Conjuring has a lot of great elements in it. It has that old 70s feel because it takes place in the 70s. And I really admire that because I like these 70s kind of films. You know, those are the ones I love. And the fact that this movie had great directing, outstanding writing, awesome acting, that's what sells the movie. I am gonna say that the plot was kind of cliche. You know, it's a simple mystery kind of film, simple exorcist kind of film. You know, we've all seen it before. It's done in such a way that really, it's fantastic. You know, and it gives them a lot to work off of, and it gives me chills. Now, some of you people probably already seen the movie and didn't like it. Well, that's your opinion. That's fine. You know. But what I'm saying is, this movie was rated R, and it doesn't really have bad language. It doesn't have nudity. It's not gore fest. It's creepy and scary, man. And I don't think this guy was supposed to be the main character, but the main hero of the story is called Ed Warren. I want to see some more sequels from this guy. I gotta have me some Ed Warren, or else I'm gonna scream like a little freaking girl, man. I love that guy, and every time I saw him on screen, I actually felt a little bit safer with him. I don't know why, I just did. It's just one of those weird things. I actually had a hard time sleeping that night when I saw The Conjuring. I mean, that movie really sat on my mind, and it didn't really affect me until it was that night. And when a movie grows on you after you've watched it, that's when you know it's great, because it's still in your mind, you know? The writing was really spot on. These guys wrote it with such detail, and if they make a second Conjuring, they need to get the writers back that wrote this one, because it was spot on. The director did a fantastic job. They did some really cool shots in this movie that was just interesting to see, you know, not your typical average shots, like they'll have like one camera upside down spinning and stuff like that, and that was awesome for this movie. That's what really gives it its theme. And the actors, very impressive. And the monsters, well, I guess you wouldn't really call them monsters for this movie, but whenever you see them, they are creepy, man. And this brings me back to my other subject. I don't usually get scared by horror movies because some of the monsters don't usually creep me out, and usually it's the monsters that were supposed to make it scary sometimes. Now, I will say that this movie probably won't have the same effect on DVD as it would in a theater, so you should go definitely check it out in the theater if you can. You know, be up close and personal, have the chills, man, in your body. Now, if you don't like The Conjuring, and if you don't agree with my opinion, that's fine. You know, you have your own opinion. There's some people that didn't like the movie, but for me, I really enjoyed this movie because it worked on so many levels, always had me guessing. Some things I could kind of see coming, but that's not too much of a problem. Everyone in this movie did a fantastic job. There's not really anything bad I can say about it. You know, everything was great. Not good, but it was great. It was just very scary, and I enjoyed myself because I was terrified. Does that make sense? The Conjuring is spooky babies. You guys need to check it out, and stop watching this review to go watch it, please. Well, that's all the time I have for today.